microphones, and today we're going to be comparing the Rode Wireless Go 2 and this, the Comica BoomX-D PRO. Can I get off this wet ground now? Comica have just released the BoomX-D PRO, which is sort of a direct competitor to this, the Rode Wireless Go 2. On paper, these are very, very similar, but they do have some differences, and this is just a quick video to help you make a choice. So they're both dual channel microphones, and what that means is, while you've got the microphone clipped onto two people, you can set it up so that they record either a mono, which is mix, so you get a mix from the two people talking. I'm an ant! Oh, there's,
There's spider
there was
eggs
wood
in
lice in
there.
that.
There are literally spider
That
eggs
is
in the moss. I discovered
Quite
it earlier.
disgusting. Audio test.
Testing audio.
Yeah, we're like the same height now. Oh.
You look really small though, like a little thin fairy person.
Can you still see me? I'm just walking around down here. Or stereo, where you get one person in one ear and one person in the other. Really
Here,
nice
do you know what's really cool about this moss? It
Oh,
kind of
look,
looks like
the
tiny
toxic
ferns.
mushroom.
Ah!
Eat it, eat it.
No!
Eat the toxic mushroom.
Eat the fern! Eat the moss! And if
I am a
Stephen's a
very
big
boring
loud
voice.
person, he starts
You can
burping
lift
in the
them
middle
up
of a
loudly,
situation, and you don't have to
which
listen
works
to
quite
him
well.
burping because it's
But yeah,
disgusting.
one person in one ear,
Frankly, he
one
burps
person
all
in the
the
other,
time.
and the
He
last
used
thing
to
I'll
walk
do
into
is
my
I'll switch
bedroom and
on
fart and
the
then walk
safety
out.
check. Who farted? And they're both wireless, rechargeable systems designed to be really handy for outdoorsy stuff like this. I find them really, really good to bring along on a hike, a camp, where you just need to do a little bit of the camera at some point, and maybe I'm interviewing somebody. These systems are tiny, chuck them in, off we go. But there are some significant differences between these two systems. The battery life in the Go 2 is rated to 7 hours. The battery life on the Comica is rated to 4.5 hours. Now, to be honest, for me, that doesn't really matter because when I use these, I tend to use them as part of a longer shoot where I'd be using a microphone on camera most of the day. And then maybe for 5 minutes, I'll use the wireless mics. That's loads of time for me, but if you need to go all day, the Rode might serve you better. Range-wise, I find the range on wireless mics really silly because you will never really use them at the practical distance. Apparently, the Rode 2 will go to 200 meters and the BoomX-D will go to 100 meters. We did some tests, and at any kind of reasonable distance, you can hear both of these systems.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled
Stop!
peppers...
Please stop!
Or keep making some sort of noise.
So you can hear the microphone breaks up when Naomi's back is the camera. That is pretty much standard.
This is the Tardry News Report.
Thankfully now she's so far away that because she's got her back to the camera, you can't hear a word she's saying.
I was just talking about a story where I found a childhood book of mine.
That's about 100 meters and you can hear the audio is starting to crackle and pop up. So I'm not even going to test any further than that. There's just no point.
Well, this is embarrassing. There's somebody up ahead. Now they've turned and they're going back.
Yeah.
How suspicious is that?
Someone just
what are you
parked
up
their
to,
car at
Mr.
the gate.
Man in the black
Saw
coat?
we were here
Huh?
and
what nefarious
left.
plot?
This is interesting. The Comica Boom isn't cutting out when she has her back turned as soon.
Look for the bare
Oh,
necessities.
stop.
We're in for another news report in Tardry Forest. On the day I got my tooth, I had to kiss my great aunt Ruth. She had a beard and it felt weird.
They both have inbuilt memory, so you can record directly to them, and that means just in case you are in an environment where there might be interference or it might break up, you've got your recordings safely recorded onto the microphones. Build quality wise, they're made of plastic, but they seem to be pretty well made. The Rode's probably slightly better build quality. So a really big important thing to talk about is price. The Rode Go 2 costs about $292, and the BoomX-D PRO costs $269. However, for that money, with the BoomX-D PRO, you get the microphone system, you also get a really, really good hard case, and you get 2 lav mics. This is a quick test now of the lav mic, the Comica lav mic, just so you can get an idea of what the quality sounds like from that. This is what it sounds like, the Comica lav mic. Wearing it up here, lav mic. The Rode Go 2 comes with this neoprene pouch, which, like, it's fine if you just want to chuck it in a bag, but it doesn't give me any kind of real confidence in it. They also don't come with lav mics, so if you don't want to wear these clipped on, you got to buy your own lav mics. And once you buy Rode's lav mics and Rode Lav system, and a hard case, you bring the cost of the Rode 2 up to about $400, so nearly £100 price difference. The BoomX-D actually has 2 features that the Rode doesn't, and one of them is there's a headphone output on the receiver, so you can plug straight into it and monitor the audio from the 2 microphones, which you can't do with the Rode. Once it's on the camera and that feed is going into the camera, you have to listen to the audio, you have to monitor the audio directly through the camera. And then the other thing is that the BoomX-D also has a safety track option. You're getting a mixed audio in one ear, and then the other ear you're getting the mixed audio but at like -6 dB. That means if somebody screeches and blows out the mics, you can then go, you can then, you're not even in shot.
Should I scream?
You're not even in shot.
You can
then switch channels and recover. Anyway, to simplify everything, these are basically 2 wireless microphone systems that will work for 2 people. They're handy for outdoors because they're super light. They're not waterproof. And they have lots of really handy features, and on paper they're very similar. So none of this matters if the quality of the audio sucks, because that's what this is about. It doesn't matter what features you have. I've got cheap mics in the past that have on paper been amazing, but they sound terrible. I'm an ant! Oh, there's
There's spider
there was
eggs
wood
in
lice in
there.
that.
There are literally spider
That
eggs
is
in the moss. I discovered
quite
it earlier.
disgusting. Audio test.
Testing audio.
Yeah, we're like the same height now.
You look really small though, like a little thin fairy person.
Can you still see me? I'm just walking around down here. I haven't listened to the audio back yet, so I'd be very interested to know which system you think would be best. The only advantage on paper that the Rode has over the Boom Pro is the longer battery life, but that's going to boil down to how you use it. So that's this video, really. Nothing more to say. Buy them if you need them. Do not buy them if you won't need them. Don't waste your money on a product you don't need.
If you liked the video, leave a like, and if you like the channel, subscribe.
Yeah, and comment and let me know how short you think my sister is.
Why? Every time. Every video I'm in. Why?